Even if you don't know him personally, the very mention of his name evokes wide-ranging views and critical opinions, some from individuals who know they too have either smoked weed in the past and stopped, or still smoke cannabis to this day. For Mackay Dickerson, his political goals may still be on hold, but his long-time career in Bermuda's hospitality industry lives on. We conclude our series with the last of 3 young Bermudians employed in the local hotel industry on what it takes to get and keep Bermudians employed on the front line of Bermuda's tourism experience.
Been around a couple of days. I'm into hospitality. Been in hospitality for a number of years. Consecutively, I'll say about 7 years. And that's when I really got serious with the career that I chose in hospitality.
How's it working out for you?
For me, it's working out fine because, I set a goal and make a goal every day. I wake up and do what I need to do to make sure that the situation that I'm in betters me and betters those I care for.
When you look around the industry, though, it's not too many Bermudians these days, is it?
It's not too many Bermudians, but it's understandable. Even though Bermudians are the foundation of hospitality, the backbone of hospitality. We built this island and we built hospitality on this island based on our everyday well-being, our everyday lives. We were raised to uphold a certain standard in Bermuda, and we display that standard within our hospitality. What Bermudians are lacking in the hospitality industry because it's not a lucrative form of income. People work every day, they put their all into a job, and then they still find themselves short at the end of the week. They put their all in and just basically did what they know. They know to wake up and be polite. They know to wake up and reach out a hand to one another. They know that anything that you do for someone else is going to come back to you triple fold, but they don't see that in the career of their choice. If they want to be involved into hospitality, they want to feel like what they're doing is worth something. And they want to be able to see it by knowing that they're comfortable, they're able to pay their rent, they can buy that local bread. The gratuity system is a great system. The union fought hard for it. I appreciate it and many people appreciate it. But since that system came into place, that took off the table people's willingness to show their appreciation cash-wise, because regardless, they have to pay that service. And some people feel, well, that service must be enough. I work hard. Why should I have to pay a tip on top of the grants, on top of this? But that's another issue. But at the same time, the grant system does work because that's income that comes regardless. And people appreciate that. And people fight for it. People work for it. But what happens when the season goes on and the number of tables being serviced drops? When they need less of those people. Then all you have is that basic pay, that $6, that $4 an hour. With no gratuities coming in. But you want them to stand up and appreciate hospitality, appreciate the fact that they have a job. Half a loaf is better than no loaf. Well, what is a half a loaf when it's not feeding your family? When that half a loaf doesn't stretch enough to take care of your day-to-day business. I'm talking about rent. I'm talking about food. I'm talking about lights. I'm talking about cable, yeah, TV. You need entertainment. You work and do all of this. Just to get the basics, you do want a little bit of luxury as well. But no, people knock down that and say you should not worry about that. You should be happy, you should build the product. The product can only be built if those that you are building the product with ensure that you can eat too. Hospitality worked in the 80s, worked in the 70s, yeah. And there's a lot of excuses as to why that it doesn't work now. They say because the unions interfered. They say boycotts, they say all these different things, but they do not say the truth. And the truth is, as they reach out and they tell us to spend more, we have to earn more, but they don't balance it. We don't earn enough to pay the cost of living that they rise up on a regular basis. So if they're not willing to put the money into the staff to make things happen and make the money start to flow for everybody, not trickle down, a pool of money that everybody is on the level to grasp money based on the work that they put in. If we can't get to that level, you're expecting people to constantly accept less for the greater cause When that greater cost is not put food on that table, nor pay that rent, it takes away from everything you're trying to do.
So how are you planning on getting through the off season?
Me in the slow season, I do private functions, I do private parties. I'm a bartender, mixologist, certified mixologist. I did what I had to do so that I can upgrade myself in this market, so that when I have to market myself, at least I know I can do that to survive. And that's what I'm gonna do to survive. May steal pennies, but at least I know I have a source of income, which is myself. So what people need to do is to invest in themselves, make themselves movable, make their skills a product that people want to buy, that people want to fund, and just do the best you can with it. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do the best I can with it, and encourage other people to step up to the game and do what they have to do to push themselves through, because you gotta get it. We were blessed today. I'm glad I'm doing this on the day that the America's Cup officially announced that they will be holding in Bermuda. We won that. We won that contract. I give big props to Dr. Grant Gillis. I give him props, but at the same time, I'm skeptical. And I've been skeptical for a long time.
Because?
And I've been skeptical for the right reasons. Because when anytime things like this come into play, I see the people making money are the same people that have always made money. I want to see a venue where people are allowed to step up and get theirs, to get their hands in, to put the work in to get what they need out of it too. It's at a time right now where Bermudians can go a lot of ways. People might say I might be trying to incite things right now, but I'm not. It's at a point where things can go a lot of ways, because a lot of people are angry, a lot of people are hurting, and they're frustrated. Until we wake up within ourselves and know that every problem that a Bermudian has on this island is a problem that every Bermudian has on this island, because if they have to express the frustration from that situation, it's going to affect many people, because this is a small island and we're all here together. We have no choice but to be here together, but we have a choice on how we move together.